I'd like to call to order the Plan and Zone Commission meeting of today, July 6th. Roll call, please.
Schneider.
Present.
Lammers.
Present.
Johnson.
Present.
Tallman. Excused. Ingram.
Present.
Hepner.
Here.
Bransgard. Excused. Reinhardt.
Here.
Manus. Here. Garrington.
Here.
Stelk. We have a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Manus. I'd like to back up just for a second, let everybody know we don't have anything on the public hearing agenda tonight, so we are moving directly into our regular meeting. It's nice to see faces again. I mentioned that at our last meeting, but I'm glad to see most of us here tonight. And we'll move into our regular meeting. We'll start off with report of city council activity.
All right, so there's a couple of updates. Case REZ 21-01, which is the rezoning for Rock Church from open space to R1, moved on to third consideration, 9-1. So its final cycle will be this first cycle in July. Third consideration for case REZ 21-02, which is the case merchandise rezoning passed, so that has been adopted, so it is now rezoned to C3 general commercial. Second consideration for case REZ 21-03, which is the Elmore Storage LLC from CE to C3, that moved on to third consideration. And then the final plat for case F21-02 for Prairie Heights 4th edition was also approved. That is all I have.
Thank you. Move on to Secretary's report.
Move the report.
Second.
All those in favor of the Secretary's report as printed signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it will stay as printed. Comp plan, anything new, Laura?
Not at this time.
Thank you. Move on to zoning activity. We have none tonight. And subdivision activity, Commissioner Johnson.
Thank you, Commissioner. Tonight we have case F21-06, request of Diamond W2 LLC for a final plat of a 3-lot subdivision on 21.95 acres located on Lot 1 of North Welcome Way subdivision. And staff recommends the Plan and Zoning Commission accept the listed findings and forward case F21-06 to the City Council with a recommendation for approval, subject to the listed 12 conditions, and I so move.
Second.
Case number F21-06 has been moved and seconded for discussion. Matt?
Sure. The purpose of this final plat is to prepare the area for future development. The site, which is roughly 22 acres, is located at the northern city limits, bounded by US Highway 61 to the east and Brady Street to the west. And then to the west of the lot is unincorporated Scott County. The site's zoned I-1, which is light industrial district, and it's shown as industry on the future land use plan. On the screen is the proposed final plat with north on the left side of the screen and south on the east. I'm sorry, south on the right side of the screen. So it's bounded by US Highway 61, Brady Street, and then the Canadian Pacific Railroad is along that northeast corner. So access to the site will be from Brady Street in Scott County. So all vehicular access to the site will be coordinated with Scott County staff. So the staff is, the findings are that the plat conforms with the comprehensive plan. The plat prepares the area for future development, and the plat with conditions recommended by city staff achieves consistency with the subdivision requirements. So staff is recommending that the commission forward the case for approval and send it to city council subject to the listed conditions. These are mostly just technical comments for the plat. So those are that the surveyor signed the plat, that the utility provider signed the plat when their easement needs have been met, that a 15-foot recreation trail easement along the railroad track frontage for future Eldridge-Chero corridor be added, in addition to the 15-foot utility easement, that a 15-foot utility easement be added along all street frontages, to rename the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Pacific Railroad to Canadian Pacific Railway, to include the owner address. Detention is to be located within an easement and to include an access easement if necessary. And then number 8, after the subdivision name, being a replat of Lot 1 should be included since this is a replat. To label the city limits on the plat. All driveway access points to Brady Street shall be reviewed and approved by Scott County. To add a note stating that stormwater and water quality will be required for this subdivision per city code section 13.34. Stormwater management, details and required easements shall be provided upon development. And finally, 12, add known stormwater detention and water quality easements to the plat.
Thank you, Matt. Commissioners, any questions, thoughts, considerations? Seeing none, final call. Roll call, please.
Lammers,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Hepner,
Yes.
Reinardt,
Yes.
Manus, yes. Garrington,
Yes.
passes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Nothing further.
Thank you, Commissioner Johnson. Move on to future business. Anything? Oh, we missed Schneider.
Oh, my goodness, I am so sorry. Schneider,
Thank you. Sorry for that. That's on you.
yes, it
I
is.
don't have the master sheet, so I don't know. I apologize for that.
I apologize. I'll tell you why this happened later.
Now we'll move on to future business.
We'll have one subdivision plat at our next meeting, and that's it.
Thank you. Communications, looks like we have a major communication.
Mr. Dolan has withdrawn the McClellan Heights subdivision as a preliminary plat from the city of Davenport. I don't know if you saw it in the media on it. It's still moving forward in the Bettendorf part of the proposed area, but we will no longer have any review or purview over that development.
I can't remember, Laura, where was the access then for the Bettendorf portion of it? Would it come off of Lincoln or does it? Okay.
Yep, there's a small spot on Lincoln that they would have to have access off of, and from what I have seen, it will be a cul-de-sac.
Okay. Thank you. Any additional comments or thoughts? Yes, Commissioner Lammers.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Will Davenport be impacted at all with if the development moving forward for Bettendorf? Because it sounded like it was very Davenport dependent to happen.
So from what I understand, no, they're not touching any property within the city of Davenport. I will continue to discuss with Bettendorf staff to make sure that there won't be any consequences of that development that have a negative impact on Davenport. It's something that they are looking for as well. The way the topography runs, that the Davenport land is higher than the Bettendorf land, so I do not believe that there would be any negative impacts from stormwater, but we will definitely ask that question of Bettendorf staff.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Lammers, for that clarification question. Any additional questions? Seeing none? Motion? We have a motion to adjourn. It's been seconded. All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, we're officially adjourned. Thank you for your participation for such a short meeting.